Nothing is really yours. It's quite a bold statement. What do I really mean by that? Well, the idea or the concept is born from pondering upon death. How often do we sit down and think about the very inevitable thing, the very certainty in life, which is death? We all know that every piece of life shall taste death. Now, yes, this may be a gloomy topic, this may be quite a depressive introduction into a video, but that is really just our judgment about it. We fully well know that most people may cry and mourn when someone dies. However, on the other side of the planet, people dance and come together and have a full-blown festival, right? So there is really different relative dispositions on the matter of death, but that's not really the point of the video though. I want to talk about the sense of ownership that we have over matters. For an example, this phone is mine. I own this phone. I worked hard to earn some money to be able to buy this phone, and so now there's a sense of belonging. And in the same way, these keys or the car keys, there's a sense of belonging in these things. There's a sense of ownership. Now I own this phone, and because I own it, I can unlock the phone and I can use all of its facilities. I can call people, I can text people, I can do whatever I want with it. But let's suppose for a second that I don't own this phone. There is no sense of ownership. This phone has just been picked up along the way. Yes, some money has been accumulated to exchange it with this phone, but essentially, this has been accumulated and picked up. Now, does that hinder me from being able to use the phone in the same way? For me to be able to pick up the phone, call people, text people, and so on. The difference really here is just that sense of ownership, the conceptualized sense that this is mine. Now, I want you to look around and see all around you what is yours. What do you have a sense of ownership to? It may be your car, your house, your bed, your table, the phone, the keys, whatever it may be, right? For a moment, I want you to let go of that sense of ownership. I want you to fully agree with yourself that this isn't yours. Now, it's not going to go anywhere. Just because I said that this phone is not mine and it's no one else's either, it's not going to go anywhere. All that happens is the quality to which we view this object. That's what changes. And so I really want you to try this. Try to admit fully that this isn't yours. And that goes for many things in life. The clothes we wear, the shoes, the car, the house, the food, everything. Let's just imagine that we don't really own a single thing. None of it is ours. Okay? It's not gonna go anywhere. But it's not ours. And it's not anyone else's either. Nothing is really ours. Now, the sense of ownership doesn't only stem within physical, tangible objects. It's also rooted in ideas and belief systems and the things that we hold within our mind, our memories, our judgments, our opinions. The fact that I like sushi, there's a sense of ownership about this opinion. But let's let go of this ownership. Let's leave this sense of ownership just for a moment. It doesn't change the way we feel about sushi. Sushi still stays good, right? but we've let go of the sense of ownership. In the same way we've let go of the sense of ownership of this phone, we've let go of the sense of ownership of our opinions, our judgments, and all of that is accumulated within the mind. And believe me, what is accumulated within the mind is no different to the physical accumulations that we have in life. Holding on to a certain belief system, to a certain idea, to a certain movement, whatever it may be that we subscribe ourselves to, there's a feeling of sense of ownership. And it's the same accumulation of physical objects. When we accumulate properties and houses and cars and keys and wealth and money, the same sense of ownership applies both mentally or psychologically and physically. The degrees may differ. The importance I hold to owning this phone may be different to the importance I hold to owning this tissue roll. Right? But there is still that sense of ownership. But for this moment, for the sake of this video, we don't own anything. Nothing is ours. Nothing seems to disappear when we say that, but nothing is ours. Neither is the content of our mind. It's not ours. It's no one's. Now, interestingly, when we look at this, now that we've admitted that nothing that we have accumulated is ours, right? Let's now observe what's around us, holding that feeling or holding on to the sense that it's not ours. Okay? And even that sense that it's not ours, we can even let go of that for a moment. Because it's just the same opinion as liking sushi, right? It's also a sense of ownership. So I want you to see that whatever we touch awareness with, we try to claim. There is an immediate claim to it. And we can see that by just looking around us to something that is truly no one's. For an example, a tree planted outside. Even nowadays, people want to claim senses of ownership over these natural things like a mountain and land and stuff. It doesn't really make sense, but let's just say a random tree. No one really owns it. But there is still a sense of ownership when I observe that tree. Can we be aware of that? There seems to be a sense of ownership when I look at the sky. Surely no one owns the sky, but why is there a sense of ownership? Why is there a sense of familiarity, if you like? So let's for a moment, whatever we look at, whatever we touch, whatever arises within our mind, none of it is owned. None of it is anyone's. None of it is ours. What is it that remains? What is it that remains? We've established that surely if you don't own anything, nothing can own you. But what is it that remains? And I'll leave that question with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. See you next time.